So coming into question number 42 of the 2018 A-level paper. Now, in case the video gets stuck, just let me know. I'll have my camera on because otherwise it gets boring. No? Okay. They say a country can have an increased surplus in its balance of trade as a result of. So which of this will increase your BOP surplus? What do you all think? An increase in domestic inflation. In your country, if there is inflation, what happens? Will anyone buy your exports? In your country, if there is inflation, your country prices are damn high now. Is anyone buying? Your then exports will come. In your country, if there is very high inflation, what will people try to do? They will try to import goods from abroad. No, they can import goods from abroad. So then what happens to your trade balance? Trade balance will come down. Balance of trade will reduce. Look at, so can't be number one. Declining imports and rising exports. And that could be a reason. Quickly tell me, what do you all think? Can that be a reason why we have a trade surplus or why our trade surplus is increasing? Could be, our imports are coming down, exports are increasing. So maybe that is the reason why we have a trade surplus. Maybe number two. We look at the other one. Higher tariff imposed by its trading partners. Now, let's say European Union and all, they have given us the GSP concession and all. Now, let's say they remove all of that and they charge very high amounts of tariffs from our exports that we send. Then our exports will come down. US buyers won't, US or UK buyers will not want to buy our goods. So then exports will come down, bad for your trade balance. Increase in FDI inflows. So if foreign direct inflows increase, good for your country, but will that affect our trade surplus? Foreign direct inflows coming in, good, yes, I agree. Will it affect our trade surplus? No. Your trade balance is visible exports minus visible imports. So again, doesn't affect. It will go on the financial. Appreciation of the currency. Usually when the currency appreciates, exports will fall, imports will rise. So not this as well. So 42 is a pretty direct question. Answer number 2. Then we'll go to 43. Sorry, 43 is not there. I think 43 is from unit number 9 then. I have put 44 here. I'm guessing 43 is from unit number 9. Then we'll go to this. Yes, if you all have doubts, you can clarify after this. The diagram below shows the diagram for Sri Lankan rupees and the supply of Sri Lankan rupees in the foreign exchange market of Japanese yen. Okay. The market is initially in equilibrium at K. What would be the new equilibrium point in the foreign exchange market after, in the foreign exchange market, an increase in demand for imported cars owing to a substantial reduction in imported duty. So in Sri Lanka, they have reduced the import duty. So what is happening? Sri Lankans are now importing vehicles from Japan. Lamai, you have to be very careful here. When Sri Lanka is importing vehicles from Japan, can you all tell me which currency will be demanded, which currency will be supplied? We are importing from Japan. That means we have to pay Japan. What happens? We have to pay Japan means what is the Japanese currency? Yen. So we will demand for yen and we will give away our rupee. No, remember we learned this in the seminar also. So the LKR will be supplied. So LKR supply will increase. We will give away our currency and we will demand for yen because we have to pay them. No. The Japanese yen demand will increase. Now tell me, in this diagram, is this the demand and supply of the LKR? Is this the demand and supply of the Japanese yen? That means direct quotation and indirect quotation. Read the question carefully and tell me. Question is saying this is the demand for Sri Lankan rupee and supply of Sri Lankan rupee. This is the indirect quotation diagram. So, in our diagram, can we show this yen demand increasing? That we can't show. For that, we have to draw the demand and supply of the yen. That's the direct quotation diagram. We can't show that here. So, what can we show over here? Where is the market at equilibrium currently at point K? So, what am I saying? When we import, supply of the Sri Lankan rupee increase. So, from the supply curve S1, we will go where? So, currently it is D1 and S1. Then you will go to S3. So, now your supply curve will be this S3. Demand for the rupee has not changed. Demand for the yen only has changed. That we have to show the direct code that you can't show here. So now where is your equilibrium? Now your equilibrium is at point. See, very simple question. No? Remember, we did this kind of things in the seminar also. If you were there, please watch the record. If you're not there in seminar, at least if you're there in my class, watch the recording. Okay? But people are increasing more due to reduction in import duty. No, the import duty part doesn't affect. We are importing more. That's the main message. Okay. Then Lamai, that's it with 2008. Are those two okay? How many of you? 2 out of 2? Same. At least one should be okay. 0, you'll have to work hard. Okay. Good.